Hello, everyone. Welcome to your Monday Motivation Weekly Messages. This is for all signs. I'll pull individual cards at the end for each zodiac sign, so be sure to listen for your sun, moon, rising, Venus, North Node, whatever makes you happy. If you are new to the channel, hello, welcome. Happy to see you here. Please feel free to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Check out the other videos that I've got. Some of them are older. I've had the channel for a few years, but I haven't been as active over the last couple of years for reasons. So I am back. And hello to my loyal subscribers. Hi, welcome. So happy to see you here. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you know when I upload new videos to the channel. I've got a couple ideas for pick a card readings that I'll be doing over the next couple of weeks. So make sure that you stay tuned. So Monday motivation. I know sometimes people can get the Sunday scaries, and hopefully that is not you. If so, I invite you, because I'm not going to, tell you how to live your life, but I invite you to examine why. Why? Well, let's see what jumped out of the Denise Linn Sacred Forest Oracle. She has a new deck coming out. I'm so excited. This is not a paid promo. I'm just really excited because I love her decks. Anyway, here you go. Card number 1. Stag Spirit Leadership. Ooh, okay. So you might be stepping into a leadership position, or maybe you're already in a leadership position and it makes you feel burned out. I'm just going to take Raven Spirit. Maybe a little bit biased there because I love ravens. Raven Spirit Truth. Ooh, yeah. So seeing the truth in this situation. So those of you, maybe you're being called to step into a leadership position right now because maybe that's why you're getting the the Sunday scaries, because you maybe you're nervous about this. You know that it needs to happen, or it's like, I cannot do this anymore. I know that I'm meant for something bigger. So lots of energy going on here. The card number is 39. I'm not sure if it'll show up on camera or if you're listening to this instead of watching it. Number 39, 3 and 9 is 12, and 1 and 2 is 3. So if any of those numbers, 3, 9, 12, of course, 3 times 3 is 9, 3 cubed, very sacred number with number 3. Trinity, all things come in threes. It's a very divine number for us here on earth. So stag spirit. I'll also read from the guidebook to see maybe what further messages come out, or just you could Google stag spirit animal or spirit totem and see what comes up for you. Raven Spirit Truth. Oh, beautiful. Number 32. There's another 3. 3 and 2 is 5. 5 is change. So seeing the truth in a situation. Maybe it's just time for you to see the truth or admit the truth to yourself. Sometimes we lie to ourselves and tell ourselves that we can get through this, we can do this, it's one more week. Okay, but are you existing or are you truly living? Are you in alignment with your purpose? Your heart will always guide you in the right direction. It's divinely, directly connected to your higher self. Your soul knows why you're here. And if you're getting the Sunday scaries or Monday blues, if that's, or, if your week starts on Wednesdays and you're like, ugh, whatever it is, take the energy. If that's you, evaluate what's going on in my life. Why am I feeling this way? What can I do to change it? Because you are in control. If you're telling yourself a lie, and I'm going to use air quotes on that, a lie of, I have to do this because the money's good, or this is what was expected of me, or I've been doing it for so long, I'm in it for the retirement. I'm not saying any of it's wrong, but if it doesn't feel right, if it feels like you're just telling yourself that to get through it, take a look from another perspective. Let's see if the hanged one comes out when I pulled some tarot cards. But really evaluate it. Meditation, journal prompt, however you'd like to use this information. Really evaluate it and be truthful with yourself. Why am I here? Why am I doing this? Why do I feel like I have this responsibility? Even if you don't have the Sunday scaries or Monday blues, maybe it's just time for a change. maybe you're feeling this calling, like this is my divine truth to step into a leadership position, either where you currently are, if it's work, if it's volunteering, if it's in your own home, whatever it is. Apply it where it resonates for you. And don't ever, please, this is a general reading. Remember that. Don't ever try to shoehorn yourself into a reading. Take what I'm saying, the guidance that's coming through, and apply it to your situation wherever it is. Maybe you need to take a bigger leadership at home or in your love life. You need to take charge of this. Like, I'm tired of being single, or I'm tired of being in a relationship where my needs aren't being met, even though I'm communicating them. You're not with the right person. So apply this where it resonates for you. So stag spirit from the guidebook, a majestic stag stands atop a mossy knoll. Here, let me hold it back up for those of you who are watching. His nobility and grace are palpable. You can see fog form around his nostrils with his every exhalation. He does not need to announce his might. Simply and utterly, he is powerful without words or proclamation. So there's another thing. There's a quiet power in leadership. Good leadership isn't loud. It isn't in your face. It isn't, I'm the boss. Everybody recognize that I'm the boss. That's a ton of ego and someone who's actually not very confident in their abilities. So true leadership is quiet, and people lead by example more than just bossing people around or telling them what to do. I personally, and maybe you resonate with this, I personally believe that those who lead the best lead by example. They walk their talk. My dad, an entrepreneur, plumbing business, so very blue collar. I worked for a while in obviously I grew up in the business. Well, not obviously for those of you who don't know me. My dad started the business when I was a year old. So I grew up in the business, and he was in business for like 33 years. And I grew up in the business. So I learned a lot, and I watched him, I observed him, and he did 90% of the things he did were right. And 10% of the things he even admitted when he retired, he could have done better. He never treated anybody poorly. He's like, well, I should have raised my prices, charged a little bit more, and paid my employees more. But he had loyal employees for like 20 years because even though they could have gone somewhere else and made more money, they cared more about the quality of their work and working under someone who had the integrity and authenticity and did the right thing by all people. There were times my dad said, she's a little old lady, don't even send her the bill. Just don't worry about it. One of the most charitable people I have ever met, but also kind of a miser when it came to like all the bills were paid in full and on time. It's like, yeah. So, give and take, right? So there's that 10%. But he led by example. He never asked his employees to do something he wasn't willing to do. Maybe he wasn't capable of getting down on the ground and crawling underneath into a crawl space because he's just older, or he was too big. He needed a younger, thinner guy. He said that. Those are his words, not mine. So don't come at me. I love my dad. We have a good relationship. But this leadership ability and leading by example, and I hate when people say, oh, that's not my job. Okay, but are you capable of doing it? Well, then just do it. Not that that's outside of my scope, or I don't, well, take this. That's not in my pay grade. Whatever it is, if it's within your capacity and you can do it, the people I'm talking about with like, oh, that's not my job, are the ones that it's just a minor inconvenience and they're just not doing it because they're being lazy or bitter or whatever. Don't be those people. So leadership, long-winded way of saying those things. So, be your antlers, king of the forest, quiet energy. If you're a Harry Potter fan, that was his, tell me in the comments. Come at me, Harry Potter fans. Come at me. I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head. Oh gosh, it's his it's his spirit animal basically. It's the thing that he sees when he needs reminded of his strength. Okay, remind me what that is, please, because I can't for the life of me think of it right now. So there you go. It's not, and leadership also isn't necessarily defined by age or status or income. A true leader is someone who is commanding, passionate, and motivating. They have a vision and are able to make decisions with clarity and strength. Very well put, Denise. Thank you. So there you go. And then Raven Spirit, number 32, truth. As you look up, you see a raven peering at you from a branch. It feels like he's gazing straight into your soul. Have any of you ever been told that? I have. It looks like you're looking directly into my soul. It's kind of weird. He swoops down and lands on your hand. Amazingly, he begins to talk, telling you the deeper truths of your life. He reminds you to focus on what is important and admonishes you to make choices in life that honor your truth. So right now you're, and ravens are messengers, all birds are messengers because they have the wings and the feathers, and being those that are able to fly, are able to bring messages from the heavens. I mean, that's kind of like ancient Greece and other civilizations have that. Plus their vision. They're also visionaries. So they're carry messages of wisdom usually, is how that goes. So with their vision and being able to see and seeing the big picture, they're able to see the whole thing. So also call on your spirit team, whether it's guides, angels, ancestors, ascended master, whoever it is for you. Highest, most loving, positive spirit team to show you your truth. What is your truth? There goes my familiar, for those of you who can hear his meowing. He's currently meowing because he wants to go out and play with the birdies. I don't think that's exactly what he wants to do, but you know what I'm saying. So, what is your truth? Be honest with yourself. Speak from the heart. Listen. And listen to others that you consider trusted advisors, your spirit team, of course, but other humans, other people. And get away from those who aren't in alignment with your truth, or if there's any kind of deception here. If this isn't you lying to yourself, it could be other. You're surrounded by toxic people or a toxic environment. Get out. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Change your mindset. Yes, you can. Call in the perfect environment for you. Okay. And living your truth. So even just not in job situations, but in your life, in all areas of your life, where does it feel like um, you're not living your truth, or you're surrounded by people who are keeping you from the truth? So there you go. Beautiful. Finding your truth, living your truth, being a shining example for others to help them live their truth as well. Hi, it's me. That's why I'm here. I'm here to help you live your truth. Beautiful. So I'm just going to move these over. And The Wizard's Tarot by Barbara Moore wanted to talk today. So for those of you who are new, I like to ask my decks who wants to talk. Sometimes I use the same decks in various readings, and other times I switch them out. So it's just a matter of who wants to talk. I've been seeing a lot, and I'm thinking who, like an owl, which I've been seeing a lot of owl totem the last couple of days. So if you have as well, look into owl spirit. It's divine wisdom, but there's always something that's going to stand out to you if you just Google it. I like to do that. Ooh, anyway, caught my cloth there in the card shuffle. I like to do that anyway because it can mean different things at different times. Even if you think you know what an animal or a number or something like that means, look it up. Look it up again. Look it up again. Ooh, Four of Wands, Lovers. Let me lay them out. Okay, we've got quite a few reversals here. And on the bottom, Five of Cups. So yeah, where the Five of Cups is the grief card. And under that is the Nine of Wands. So being honest with yourself, you don't have to be a martyr. But being honest with yourself, where's my grief coming from? What's causing me grief? Just this whole being truthful with yourself. So the Four of Wands, that's about stability. Yes, it's also soulmate energy, but it's also celebration energy. So being in May, this is a fabulous um, card for this time of year, because May Day and spring, and in the Northern Hemisphere anyway, and new beginnings, fresh starts. So like the maypole is usually represented. This card's different in this deck. You see this lovely woman, and to me it looks like she's in a mirror or in a portal. It's diamond shaped with those four wands making the frame around her. And she's reaching out to him and saying, hey, look at all these books in the back, beautiful window with the curtains open. And it's, to me, it's like she's saying, come here. It's like, come here. Listen, let's sit and talk for a while. So this could be representative of your guides or the person in this life that you get great advice from. So and your higher self, because gender is neutral in the spirit world. So sitting down and talking with your higher self, with your guides, or those trusted advisors here in the physical world who can help you realize your truth, because there's something here that you need to know. And only you can know it. Only you can know by going within. So meditation, and no, you don't have to sit like a Buddhist monk in silence. I do some of my best meditating when I'm washing dishes or taking a walk outside. So that's fine. Or you can listen to a guided meditation. You can find one on YouTube, or you can listen to a podcast and it helps you think, or a book on tape, beautiful music, nature, something, whatever it is for you. Whatever it is, connect to your higher self and get that message. The Lovers. So yes, this could for sure be a romantic area of your life, but it's the original tarot card was called the Choice. So this is a major arcana card, and it's about commitment and making a choice from your heart. So like I said earlier, lead from your heart space, listen to your heart. What does it want to tell you? It will always lead you in the perfect direction. Something needs to change. Something needs to change. Here in the middle, we've got the Knight of Cups in reverse. So I'll show it to you upright. Knights are about action. And the Knight of Cups out of the four knights is the third slowest. Like it's a slow moving energy. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest. So Knight of Cups coming in third. The horse is like shoulder deep in this water. So very deep in the emotions, but still leading from the heart. So in reverse, that cup is empty. And maybe even that water comes up over their heads. So maybe you feel like you're drowning. And no one wants to feel that way. So taking some breath, maybe doing some breath work, whatever it might be for you. But making sure, because you feel like you're drowning. Again, if this isn't part of your story, that's okay. Let it go. But for those of you that are resonating with that drowning energy, to turn that night right side up, you've got to recognize and realize this truth and make that change so that you can start living your life in a different way. And the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So she is the cover model from the deck. She's beautiful. I love her. The back of the cards are dragons. It's pretty cool. My son loves that. But the Knight of Pentacles, she is in reverse. This is the energy of you don't have to do it alone. And maybe usually she's depicted, I mean, she's got this fabulous hat on and beautiful robes, and she's looking lovely. And she's got this beautiful garden that she has cultivated. So maybe you feel like, I've done all I can do here. I've come as far as I can go. Maybe you're hitting that glass ceiling at work, or maybe you feel like this relationship has come to an end, or whatever it is. Again, put it into your own situation. But you don't have to do it alone. There are people who are happy to help you, both physically and spiritually, energies that are happy to help you. All you have to do is ask, because we have this thing called free will. And free will can sometimes stop us from doing what's best. Or if you feel like you're drowning, you're like, I don't even know which way is up anymore because they're upside down. I don't even know which way is up anymore. Ask your spirit team to help you. And the Four of Cups in reverse. So usually this is when it's upright, it's stagnant energy. He's hanging out. He's got his desk. He's got all of his books, but they have cobwebs on them. And he's in this very stuck energy. So putting it in reverse, you're getting unstuck. You're getting unstuck. So by following the advice that Spirit just channeled through me, you'll be able to get unstuck. You don't have to grieve anymore. You don't have to, she's got her head in her hands and she's like, what in the world happened? All my cups are knocked over. They're empty. What is happening? What is happening? So you don't have to feel that way anymore. You don't have to play the victim with that. That Nine of Wands can sometimes be victim mentality. So again, take this how it resonates. But in order to get unstuck, something's got to change. You got to make a choice. You got to make a different choice. Okay. Not that you have to. I just got corrected by Spirit. Not that you have to. You're invited to. If you want to get unstuck, it's probably a good idea. Okay. So let's pull individual cards here for each zodiac sign. This is the Divine Energy Oracle by Sonia Choquette. I've had this deck for a while, but I haven't really used it, and I was called to start using it in my own personal readings, and I love it. So let's start with Aries because we can. So Aries. Holy guacamole. That was a whole stack. One or two is fine. Okay. Ooh, become a clear channel. Okay, Aries. So in becoming a clear channel, this is about maybe some of you are stepping into your spidey senses, your woo-woo, your spiritual stuff to become a clear channel. But even if you don't do it in that particular way, we can give really great advice to people when we are connected to our own spirit team. So opening up your crown chakra and your third eye chakra to see the best in the situation and to know, you can always ask. So I like to call on Archangel Gabriel whenever I need help with communication. Archangel Uriel is fabulous for new ideas and inspiration. So if that feels right to you, or if you want to work with different deities, just find one that works well for you. And maybe you need to, in your leadership position, you need to give really good guidance or advice, or know the direction to the right direction to go in. There you go. Okay. Taurus. These are going to be quick. So listen or go back and rewind to about 22 minutes into the video. Taurus. These are sticking together today. Forgive and forget. Okay. So some people say, I can forgive, but I can't forget. What this means, what this adage actually means. I mean, we've all heard it, I'm sure. Forgive the situation. You don't have to forgive the person for their choices if you don't feel like you can. I know victims of domestic violence or abuse of some kind, that's not always easy. It's not always easy. And the forget part, what that really means is forgiving a situation or a person. Forgiveness is a gift we give ourselves. It means we take back our power and say, the situation cannot hurt me anymore. It's not that you forget what happened. Sometimes you got to take the lesson with you. But also not letting it bother you anymore. Moving forward in life. Getting that completion and moving forward. So Taurus, maybe it's time to heal. That's how you heal the situation. Woo, nice. Gemini. Choose friends wisely. This is very Gemini energy, being an air sign. Choose your friends wisely. So, I tell my son this all the time, and I have since he was little. Who are your friends? Because he's of the generation, he's 17. So he's of the generation where the teacher would say, okay, friends, It's like, no, not everybody's your friend. Some people are just people you know. They're classmates. They're not your friends. Your friends are the people that you can count on in tough situations. Sorry, everyone, I had a knock at the door. So, your friends are those who you can rely on in tough situations. The other people are just acquaintances, they're just people you know. So, make sure you understand who are your true friends, who are coworkers that you just are teammates and you get work done and then you go home and just be very careful. Be very careful, Gemini. Yeek. Okay. Maybe that's why you need to see some truth. Cancerians. Hello, hello. Maybe we need to shuffle up the deck a little bit. It's a little sticky today. But I wanted to talk, so okay. Cancer. Looks like you got two. Forgive and forget. So there you go. Just like with Taurus, forgive and forget and be of service. Oh, beautiful. So making sure, like, if this is a work situation for you, then sometimes we can have like a really bad taste in our mouths because there was some sort of perceived hurt that happened. Maybe you had a toxic boss or a coworker who was trying to undermine you. Many of us have been there. So forgiving that situation, letting it go, and focusing on being of service. So whether it's in your current work or if you're looking for new work, or if this was a situation that happened in the past, but you're still carrying it into your current work environment and it's not working out for you, then here you go. Here's your advice. For a relationship, if that's what this is about for you, focus on being of service. So maybe someone's, in the past, whatever, we all carry baggage, right? You got to let it go. But being of service, so maybe their love language is acts of service, or maybe your love language, primary, I should say, primary love language is acts of service. So making sure that they know that, because you don't have to have the same love language as somebody. This is advice for everyone. You don't have to have the same love language as your people, whether it's your partner, your kids, your friends. You don't have to have the same love language. You just have to know how to speak theirs. So there we go. Hold on. I didn't even say it. Leo. Now the deck wants to be jumpy. Leo. How's it going, Leo? Something's going on during Lionsgate this year, the 8/8 portal. There's something big. A lot of the readers I follow and I feel myself, there's something coming in. So what's going on, Leo? That's your birthday season. That's why I bring it up. Make necessary sacrifices. Ooh, okay. So I want to caveat this a little bit. Sacrifice doesn't mean at your detriment. Remember that 9 of Wands. It's more like it doesn't have to be all about you. Sometimes people will be like, I've made so many sacrifices, and how could you treat me that way? Or how could you fire me? Or how could you leave me? Whatever it is. Make sure that when you're being of service, that it is out of the good of all. And it's not just you trying to be a martyr or having some ego in there. But if there's something I would change about this card, I would say make necessary changes. Sometimes it feels like a sacrifice. Sometimes you do have to give up. You have to let go. You have to release what maybe you thought it should be, or thought something should look like, or thought you should do in the world, and instead transmute it into something else. I hope that makes sense, Leo. Okay, Virgo. Okay. Grieve your losses. Okay, there's that 5 of Cups energy, Virgo. There are things that everything has a season. Everything serves its purpose in its own time. Sometimes, like people come into your life for a reason and a season. Some are with you forever. Some are with you for a short time. So if you are grieving any kind of loss, to me, it doesn't matter, because It's me being a grief specialist. If you're grieving any kind of loss, my sincerest condolences to you. I know it's not easy. Anytime we have to lose something in life or someone, just know that it's because it has served its purpose. That person has fulfilled their cosmic contract. And that's really hard when people die young. I understand that. Or when a relationship doesn't work out and you saw your whole life with them, or you share children, or you're in business together, whatever it is. Maybe it's a business relationship. So letting go, the art of letting go. I think it's a book. I don't remember who wrote it, but maybe that's something for you. But there is an art to letting go of things that are no longer serving you. You can remember people in a beautiful way. You can honor your pets who have crossed the rainbow bridge, whatever it is. Hey, that time in my life is over. And it was a great ride. Maybe that's my previous hospice work coming in. But saying, wow, what a ride. That was great. I really enjoyed that job. How can I bring elements of that back into what I'm doing now? Or I used to be a photographer. Now I do it as a hobby, or vice versa. I've always done photography as a hobby. Maybe I'll make it a thing. It's definitely a transmutation energy in this card. So let it flow, let it go, all the good stuff. All right, Virgo, my heart's with you. Libra, whoa. Accept what is dying. Okay. I know there's other cards behind it, but I'm not feeling compelled to take that. This is rolling right off of what Virgo just got. So this is about radical acceptance of letting go, letting things be released from your life that are no longer working for you. If it's a job situation and it's just not working for you anymore, and you feel stuck, or you're trying to force this, then let it go, because maybe you're opening up this opportunity for someone else to come in and have that job and breathe new life into it. And you're coming into a new job where you can bring in new life to that situation or that position, or start your own business, whatever it is. So letting it go. If it's a relationship that's feeling forced, it's not working. If it's a mindset like, oh, I've been in this for such a long time and this isn't working for me anymore, then let it go. Let it go, Libra. Let it go. This is not working, whatever it is. All right, let's take a look. What are the cards behind it? Oh, seek hidden treasure and do what you love. Yep, exactly. So by letting go and accepting this isn't working anymore, I'm letting this go. I'm going to go in a different direction in whatever area of life it is. There's hidden treasure to be found, but you're not going to find it unless you release what you've already been doing that's not working anymore, and then do what you love. When you do what you love, how does that go? You never work a day in your life when you do. It just doesn't feel that way. It doesn't feel like work in the same sense as it does when you're working for someone else and being a part of the corporate machine, or whatever it is. Maybe you want to ditch the desk and go be a photographer, or go be a chef, or step into your woo-woo gifts. Whatever it is, it's just not working. All right. Maybe you want to ditch a finance job and become an art teacher. Beautiful. Love it. There's a reason I said that. That resonates for someone out there. But take the energy. Scorpio. What's going on, Scorpio? Mm-hmm. Here we go again. Okay. Go for your dreams. Yep. Same thing as I just said for Libra. Go for your dreams. Follow your dreams. Step into your dream life. Lots of messages coming through on this. But if you aren't living the life of your dreams, what's the story you're telling yourself? Oh, that's not real. Oh, you can't make money doing art. That doesn't work. The life doesn't work that way. I got to settle down and get a real job. Okay. Clear, cancel, delete all of that. Whose voice is that? Was it a parent? Was it your dad? Was it a teacher? Who was it? Who in your life said that? Did okay, so like in a past relationship, did the person say, oh, I don't want to move around, I don't want to be a starving artist, I don't want to whatever, live in squalor, like I need stability, so I'm going to choose somebody else? Whatever the narrative was, change it, Scorpio. Let that go. It's not working. Go live your dreams. You're allowed to be happy. Change your mindset. I will be a wildly successful artist. I love traveling the world and doing different things. If having a home base isn't important to you, find your travel companion. Who knows? You go off to another country and that's where you find the person. So, whatever it is for you, Scorpio, go live your dream. Change the narrative around why you think you can't, because it's just a think. Your thoughts become things. So, if you think you can't, you won't. But if you tell yourself you can, you will. And overnight success takes like 5 years. So be patient with yourself, Scorpio. Sag, face your shadow. Ooh, okay. And this could be a little bit Scorpio too, because it's very Scorpio energy ruled by Pluto. So facing your shadow. Sag, what does that mean for you? Face your shadow. I once had a counselor who said, excuse me, allergy season, where I live, who said, what if you turned around and realized that that roaring lion didn't have any teeth? It couldn't hurt you. And I said, but it still has claws. And of course she laughed and said, yeah, you would say that, wouldn't you? Follow me, would you? So, okay, fine. What if they didn't have claws either? Toothless, clawless lion. And it's just a bunch of noise. And now when I go back to that, I don't know what I said at the time because it's been like 15 years. But now when I go back and I see that lion, I think of the strength card and I go pull the thorn out of its paw and pet it, and it becomes my faithful companion. Befriend your grief monster. I think it's fear monster that's in the Cosmic Journey Oracle, but I say grief monster because that's my line of work. But face your shadow, Sag. Face it. What does it want to tell you? Your shadow isn't scary. It's just the part of you that is being brought up for healing. It needs love and attention and healing. Sit with it. 5 of Cups. Sit with it. Yeah. Capricorn. I thought these were going to be quick, and then I started channeling. I should know better. Capricorn. Look forward. Yep, don't look back. There's nothing for you back there. Take the lesson and keep moving forward. Look forward, Capricorn. It's, well, I've been in this job for so long, or I have to do this because that's how I was raised, or whatever it is. You need to breathe some new life. Sorry. You're being invited to breathe new life into whatever this is for you. And Capricorns, I do tend to use work for you because you're the workhorse of the zodiac. So my apologies. Put this where it fits. If it's a relationship or a way of being, a mindset, take the lessons of the past and move forward. Because it's way more important. The windshield's bigger than the rearview mirror, remember? Look forward. Beautiful. Aquarius. Hello, Aquarius. Ooh, ask with sincerity. So, Aquarius, maybe you need to ask for some help. Maybe that's where you need to be truthful. I can't do this on my own. You don't have to. You don't have to. Ask for help and do it with sincerity, not guilt, shame, blame, not pity party, victim mentality, but with sincerity. Ask for help. The other thing is ask for guidance. Ask your spirit team for guidance and be sincere, not just, okay, guys, tell me what to do. How can I be careful how you phrase things? So, Aquarius, you're very intellectual. You're an air sign. Ask with sincerity, and you guys are wonderful at remembering for the good of all. So, asking with sincerity, what action steps do I need to take to change this situation? How can I bring more love to this situation? So stuff like that. So your sincerity definitely counts in whatever area you need it. And Pisces, what's going on? Build on solid ground and be decisive. Pisces, and I say we because I'm a Pisces sun, so I totally get it. We tend to be a bit too fluid sometimes, too wishy-washy, too easygoing, so too much in the flow. So be decisive. Pick a direction and go. And build whatever direction you're going in, build this on solid ground. So making sure that you ground yourself really well, maybe going out and walking barefoot on the earth, or soaking your feet in Epsom salt, or just seeing the beautiful light come out of your foot chakras and into the earth, and gently grabbing on and anchoring yourself so that you're building all of these beautiful ideas on solid ground. Have a plan, but be willing to adjust the sails when needed, but making sure that everything's on solid ground. Be careful with your decisions. Okay. Hope all that made sense. Thanks so much for being here. This was your Monday motivation messages. Something new I'm trying. So let me know how you like it, what resonates. And if you would like your own personal reading, all of my information is in the description box below. Thanks so much for joining, and I will see you next time. Take care.